fucking right. Damn, that shit. All right, so hopefully technical difficulties are over. Thank you to YouTube for playing two live streams at once because you screwed up my settings on the first one because you keep hacking my camera. Appreciate that. Probably lost, 80-90% of the views I was going to get. I can bring back my personality because it's obviously, much better than probably 99% of the people that work for your company. Nah, I'm not going to say I'll put money on it, but probably. So let's fix some shit, huh? All right. So here I got the spider. This is a bastardized child of Armand product that I have made. This started off life as a Typhon 6S. Then we put a Mojave chassis on it to give it some length. Nope. Then we put some street tires on it, ran it through TV at 60 miles an hour after we got it up to 112 miles an hour speed running it. Because at that point, really, your mile an hour per dollar amount goes up significantly. And that's why I decided to quit speed running. It was fun, though. I mean, it's kind of cool driving an RC car at 100 plus. It's fucking sketchy. But you learn a little bit about, tuning and stuff because it's a different dynamic when you're going that damn fast. What else? Yeah, then we ran it through TV at 60 miles an hour, tacoed the chassis. Same chassis, by the way. I just flattened it back out. This is literally my bastard child. Then we truckified it by putting all Creighton suspension on it. Well, not the shocks. The shocks are a combination of Creighton Typhon. Creighton rods, Typhon bodies. Shorter stroke. We don't need the extra suspension travel because we're going to run it low. Plus, we put it on 4S Creighton tires. That's a bolt. That's not even a damn shock, man. I want to fix that, dummy. There he is. Yeah, dude. So YouTube had me jacked into two different things at the same time. I don't know how the hell they screwed that up. I guess it's because they had all my settings mixed up for my cameras because they always hijack my one camera, so I have to turn it on and off. It's a real pain in the ass. Ooh, that's fucking falling off. Anyway, so yeah, I guess it had two live streams going at the same time. Fucking goddamn bullshit. Car's down for about 8 months. That sucks. Oh, you're like grinding metal. You got that oh so lovely sound. And you can just chills your bones because you know how mechanical things work. Oh my god, that's not okay. Yeah, I drive customers' cars like that at least once a week. They go, oh, my brakes are making noise, and it's metal to metal. Like, are you out of your damn mind? And I mean, you've seen the videos online of people going where they eject the pad out of the damn, they go metal to metal so long that the pad wears out down to the backing plate. Backing plate gets thin enough to get ejected from the caliper hanger. And then you're piston to the thing, or the piston pops out and you dump your brake fluid. Or how are these people who have gone metal to metal on like 3 sets of pads and actually the rotor comes loose from the hat? Or they grind them down into the fins. Like, holy crap. Those are people who go metal to metal and pad slap that bitch again. Like, bro, this is your life. You need to be able to stop your car. Well, I can stop with... and people like that are out on the road. That's what's scary is that, these people drive because they're, idiots. I'm sorry, but automotive safety is no goddamn joke to me. And it's not because I want to sell more parts. I mean, yeah, I'm in the business to make money. It's what I do. But I don't sell people shit they don't need. If they got another 10,000 miles on their brakes, they're down to 4 mil. They got into 10,000, 20,000 left on their brakes. Depends on the wear pattern. Depends on how the customer drives the car. But if they're down to 1 millimeter, yeah, because at that point you could actually fracture the pad material. Did I not zoom in enough on that? Oh, you blew the piston? Ah, yeah. Well, now you know better. And now you know how to keep your hydraulics and your slide pins moving properly so that you can wear your pads evenly and get the best amount of wear out of them. Oh, you think? Nah, maybe shouldn't have been driving. I don't know. Brody, what are you doing? Come here, big guy. He's always so jealous when I talk to everybody else except for him. You such a good boy. I love your eyebrows. Figured out another thing about them scammers today, by the way. So, yeah. I wondered why they keep asking me about my dog. They think it's a password. Duh. So that's another instant red flag. As soon as they ask about my pets or my children or what their names are. Did it seize on the slide pins or did the piston seize? What am I doing here? Right, shocks, springs. Yeah, I'll do that. Well, yeah, let's do the electronics while the shocks are off. Whatever. All right, I can go over there for now. What, dude? What? Come on, bro. I'm doing something. Okay. I need to. You know, that's what I'm gonna do with that reedy motor. I'm gonna put a cam on it. This little 2S job that I got is part of all this deal. And I'm gonna put a cam on it and a fake hand like this, and I'm gonna put it on a stand. And it's gonna sit here and just scratch the dog, and then I can do what I want and use both my hands without having to deal with this guy knocking his 40-pound head into my elbow every 30 seconds. Brody, bro, please, can you go lay down? Please go lay down. Baba, come on, Brody, go lay down. This breaks your fucking heart, doesn't it? Come on, man. All right, fuck it. I'm 2 fucking live guys with 1 fucking arm. Christ. All right. Oh, this has got to be modified anyway. I get that double pin out of the second connector because this bitch is not under warranty anymore. Okay, hold on. I need a second hand. You know, dude, you're really, really starting to make me angry. And I don't want to be angry with you because I love you to death and I never do anything wrong against you. But you're really driving me nuts. You know what? I'll tell you what. Fuck it. When in doubt, whip it out. Here you go, you bastard. Come on. There. Go for it. Maybe that'll put him into a food coma. Stew my mom made a couple nights ago. I was gonna eat it anyway. I got a bunch of leftovers here to chill in here. I got the quesadilla I made last night. It was bomb. Yes, I cook. Yes, I'm okay at it. Oh yeah, I figured as much. Okay, cool. So, is everybody happy now? People, I guess not. What? Bye. Yeah, you're blocked and everything else because you're obviously a scammer. So I'm going to report you. Sorry, guys. Just a second. I'm leading a one-man charge against people who prey on men with broken hearts because these people need to be caught and be punished. Yeah, block and report. Scam. Night, termite. Well, that's like, I don't know, 432 in the last 6 days. Yeah, once you get beat up by these people so much, you just set them on fire. Piston, right? Yeah. It sucks when piston seize because that gives you a hard brake pedal and so much less stopping force. And, I drove a car once. These people bought in Fort Myers at a buy here, pay here, and they drove it up to Fort Charles, about a 45-minute drive on the freeway. And by the time they got there, they had ate the front tires, and they were brand new tires. So we're like, hey, yeah, you need to look, because they pulled in our locks, something was wrong with the car. So I checked it out. I'm like, yeah, we need to look at this. Dude, it was like with the front tires. So I got on the rack, and the control arm was bent, and the strut was bent, and like, who sold you this death trap? I didn't say that, but I mean, that's not my position. I work on them. I don't have to talk to people. And so we fixed the car, and then I went to test drive it, And when I hit the brakes, the car started lifting from the back and twisting to the side. And I was going into a corner at the same speed I usually do in a car that I think has working brakes. And it was wet. Dude, only one brake was working, had a blown out ABS unit. Like, that is just, they were trying to kill these people, like, literally. Anyway, yeah. So, Clock One! What up? How you doing, man? You like the vid? It's tight shit, isn't it? Aluminum control arms versus steel. Well, Nick's got aluminum in the back. I guess as long as there is a weight savings and they are structurally proper, because in my experience, steel is gonna bend when you really do something stupid, and we all have. Aluminum's gonna crack. And I guess once you hit something that hard, you're probably stopping anyway, so it really wouldn't matter. You know, you don't need control of the vehicle anymore. Because I've been in a situation where somebody pulled out in front of me and I took the front end off, like, well, the bumper and the bumper support. And then a second later, I realized I was in the passenger seat, still holding the steering wheel with my foot on the brake. And I couldn't really hit the brake properly, or it wasn't working, something. I don't know. I can't remember. It was a long time ago. So I found a telephone pole to just drive into. And that's what happened to my 93 Honda Civic hatchback. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. No. You definitely have to go aftermarket because forget stock bushings. And how hardcore are you going? You going poly or are you going spherical bearing? You feel better, buddy? You probably want to go outside now, don't you? Yeah, I usually do after a big meal too. Just a second. Let me let him out. Come on, wait. Oh, wait. Aluminum ones, pre-pressed bushings, polyurethane, I'm guessing, right? No, you said that. Same sentence. Duh. Go ahead, Bubba. Go frolic. Go pee on something. Anyway, okay. I've driven both, and I can tell you the difference. Paulie, right on. Dude, thank you. You're the first person. Well, no, you're the second person that's complimented me on that. Dude, honestly, I started out with the stock footage, and that's all I was really thinking about doing. And then I put it together, and I looked at it, and I said, this is really missing shit. This is like, and I was really stoned. So I'm like, all right, how am I going to do this? Yeah, let's grab some footage, do like a voiceover, like a tribute. I mean, really, do I think about it now, and it's like I think I went way overboard with it compared to my original idea, but it came out really good, and I really hope he likes it. Because I asked him about it, if it was cool. I asked him if I could use his footage, and he was like, "Yeah, just freaking screen rip it." And I was like, "Cool, man, no problem." And so that's what I did. There was a couple slip ups, a couple pauses that were too long. But when you're timing a voiceover to footage that you've already deleted the audio, it's a little tricky. And not really tricky, time consuming, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, yeah, dude, I think it came out really good. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. I didn't know I had such a cool voice when I really want to do it. I can get down to that like kind of deep, kind of smoky, old cowboy sounding kind of shit. Well, I mean, I have been smoking for 30 years, so yeah, it kind of helps. Smoking is bad, kids. Don't do it. It's going to stunt your growth and make your wiener small. Thank you, Crazy Quad Brothers. Welcome to the channel. Good to have you. Dude, I got to be honest with you, and I've told some of you this already. That was the most exciting, crazy, scary, adrenaline-filled thing I've done in 2 decades. And ever since I did that, dude, I've felt amazing. I've been more interactive. I've been making more eye contact. I've been laughing more. I've been more sociable. I've been happier. I've been more energetic. I've been sleeping less. I've been taking less of my medication, which is just Adderall, clean, legal government meth. Yeah, I have ADHD and a weird form of what's that? Autism. Anyway, and dude, I felt amazing since then. It's not the adrenaline because that wears off really quick. Trust me, I used to do a lot of adrenaline when I was a kid, doing dumb shit. Not do it, but get it by doing dumb shit. Um, is there synthetic adrenaline? Oh yeah, atrophy. Um, so I don't know if I got a testosterone bump from that. Possibly. It makes sense. Anyway, welcome to the channel. Glad to have you, man. Is there anything I can help you with, question-wise? You want to know anything about us? You want to know anything about my people? There's a lot of stories to tell, so I'm not going to start on any particular topic. I'll leave that one on you. If you want to ask anything about the cars, they're all here. I can go over any one of them with you. Creighton's right there, the one that jumped the house. My Notorious is right behind it. This is what I call the Spider. It's a Mojave Creighton Typhon bastard. 6S, V6, Notorious, Nick's 8S. That's also Nick's, my roommate. My RC10 GT's hanging up on the wall. Yeah, the re-release, the gold one. Did you see the blooper reel yet? Because I don't know. I think the blooper reel is never going to do anything like we had 3.4 thousand hits in 16 hours or something like that on the house jump. I think that was the last time I checked it, which was like, I don't know, middle of the day. Excuse me. I don't think that the blooper reel is going to get near as much traffic. One, because it's 10 times as long, literally. Actually, a little bit more than 10 times, almost 11. And the tribute video also is over a minute long. So that gives you some limits on the way you can set it up, unfortunately. Because, whatever. Who cares? Has anybody out there checked out what YouTube is doing with the modification? I keep seeing these ads like we're changing a bunch of stuff or new features or some shit. Has anybody looked into that? If so, if you could give me a gist on it, that'd be great. I'm going to research it myself, but the less time I can do that and the more I can hear from people who have absorbed the material, broken it down into the important points, and just made it quicker, I would appreciate. Because honestly, I'm always pressed for time with something. Somebody always needs something fixed, and they're always usually calling me or somebody who's cheaper because they can't afford me. No, I'm just kidding. I do a lot of stuff for free for my friends because that's the way I was raised. If you have something and your buddy doesn't, you share it. But my dad he meant that about women too, because, he was a flower child in the 60s or whatever the hell. Ever seen a blown rotor from a stock armor with a shattered magnet? That's why we're putting a motor in this car. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Okay. You just get 3 hypes a week? It's like an allowance? That's cool. At least you don't have to pay for it, like those adverts you can do. I was thinking about dropping like $50 and get an advert, but I don't know, man. I think I'm just going to keep doing what I do. I mean, I don't care if I'm ever monetized. I really don't. It'd be lovely to be able to do this 24/7 and not have to care about anything else. But I mean, who wants to look at this fucking ugly face all day? Right. So this car went off a ramp, the same ramp that you saw in the house jump video, but it didn't have a table underneath it. And well, the face was almost the same size because that was the same face we had on it when I did jump this. And off the ramp, going for a backflip, very long car, small tires, long rotation time. As soon as it was dead straight up, it went and just all the wheels stopped turning and it went right in the ground. And that's what happened. The rotor exploded. I don't know why. I never 8S'd it. I don't even know where that motor came from. So it might have been abused beforehand. Whatever. I'm just glad I got a new motor, ESC, and a buttload of parts off my boy Chad. I got a full set of control arms, a wing, a full body tower, all Creighton stuff. I got 3 trenchers that are not torn or separated, and trenchers for the stunt trucks, and some weird street tires. Here, I'll show you. These things. What are these? Oh, they're Pro Lines. Okay, Pro Line. I banged your mother. No, Street Fighter. Hey, don't get me wrong, man. I love my mom, and you can too for $29.95. Oh, all right. Crap. I wonder what pinion I had. Oh, that's right. It was this big bastard. Woo, an 18. That's why it was so goddamn fast. Dude, this thing was flying right before I jumped it. Maybe that's what it was. The overspeeding when I was driving around the parking lot. Like, I'll just turn the torque down on it and stuff just to try to keep it from blowing up this time. What do you guys think? Is that going to work? Well, I did ask everybody if the ramp thing was going to work. Nobody had an opinion on that, though. I did exceptionally hype that house jump video. I overdid it, I'll admit. And the videos for the hype videos were crap. You know, they were notchy and, you know, unprofessional looking and half-ass edited. But when I'm alone shooting, it's really hard unless I have a subject. When the subject is something I'm doing, it's gonna come out like shit. And because I don't have like, I know camera stands are easy to make. I actually used to have a bicycle handlebar camera or phone holder on a stick, you know, like an old broomstick with the point so I can stick it to the ground and shit. But, you know, you don't get the right zoom. And it's like, it's whatever. I'm saving up for GoPros, god damn it. Oh, I should probably put a motor mount on that for opinion, shouldn't I? I like working on cars. Where's my hardware stuff? Where the hell's the motor mount for this thing? It should be on here still because I took it apart here. Oh, shiny. 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 I'd like to keep that as an assembly there, so I want to swap parts there. Yeah, okay, so, right, and that's already got the NPC slots in it, so, screw it, I can polish another one later. Rather put the damn thing together than waste your guys' time watching me go, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. So, off we go. No, I'm not drunk. I know you guys think maybe, but no. I've literally had like, I don't know, a glass of wine and 2 beers. Considering the amount of alcohol I used to drink not that long ago, that is child's play for me. In fact, I still can't get actually drunk. My tolerance is way too high. I was an alcoholic well, I'm still an alcoholic, but I was a highly functioning drunk for, I don't know, 10 to 15 years. Literally, legally intoxicated at all times. Last time I went to, last time I checked myself into a Baker Act, which I've done 3 times, trying to dry out because they have medication there so you don't have a seizure when you stop drinking alcohol. Because if you drink enough and you drink it often enough, like every day, you will. I've had 3 of them. I know all about it. So anyway, yeah, last time I Baker Acted myself, I blew 2, 3, 4 after having a 24-minute conversation with the nurse, talking just like I am now. Not slurring, enunciating my words as best I can with some missing teeth. And there you go. I was a real good professional drunk for a long time. Ain't nobody got no game on that. Not that I'm proud of it. It's fun to make fun of now, though. I still drink, just not during the day. We're not during work hours. Anyway, enough about my bullshit. What the fuck are you guys up to? Anybody bang my mom lately? Just kidding. You know. There's a couple of pokes she's gotten in here and there I gotta get back for. That's all I'm saying. So. Alright. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta do interference fit on this thing. Pain in my butt. Alright. Actually, you know what? I never had vibration problems on this. I'm just gonna go red Loctite and call it a day. You hear that squeaking over there? Yeah, you know what that is. I want to play. Why are you ignoring me, Daddy? Because you're not the only thing in my life, Logan. Oh, you know what? I got those fans and shit. Oh, well, you know, there it was. Probably should have looked, huh? Nah, this car isn't driven that hard. It's really like point, squirt, let it sit, point, squirt, let it sit. Yeah, it doesn't really do enough non-stoppage to warrant a fan. I know the motor wasn't overheated when it blew because it was cold to the touch when I picked it up. Hopefully both these screw holes are actually decent. Yeah, I'm going to need something for that. Super Pro control arms. Thank you. I have not heard of them, but I've been out of the import aftermarket game as far as names, players, and technology goes for quite a long time. Anytime anybody asks me to build something these days, I gotta bone up on it because I'm not in the game anymore. I used to go to parking lots every night to get work from kids. I was in my 20s or 30s. These kids were like in their teens or 20s, and they would hop their cars up, and I was the guy to go to. So I pull up in the parking lots and pull work, But these days, no, dude, I don't even. I mean, I watch Horsepower Academy on a regular just to learn technology and better understanding of automotive engines, how they operate, because there's so many variables, so many things that go wrong and can go wrong. And, excuse me, especially when you're extracting more power out of an engine, you're putting it on the ragged edge. So you've got to know how to keep it there, what variables and what tuning methods and what parts and stuff. But I don't remember names and shit. I had SPCs on mine on my Civic, Specialty Products Corporation. They make alignment parts mainly, like adjustable shit that you can replace regular shit with. But they do some pretty good custom stuff. Like those were camber caster adjustable uppers for Hondas for a Honda Civic 2000, and Honda Civic 2000 has no adjustment for that. And most upper control arms that are adjustable for Hondas, especially Civics from 89 to 2000, come with caster adjustment only. Whiteland, I've heard of them, yeah. Cool. Yeah, I think I heard of them on Donut. I've been catching up on Donut lately. I used to watch this stuff all the time when I was into it, but I mean, not that I'm not into it, but I'm not actively pursuing a performance hobby because unfortunately, it's a hard thing to make a living at. You got to really be good or really be at a good shop, and my shop. We do performance work. Actually, we have custom one-off built cars towed in before the body goes on for alignment. We had a guy who's building a Cobra, bringing in, and he builds them off the line. Like it's a kit, but it's a really nice kit. He buys the frame kits, does the whole build up, engine install. The one we had in was like an LS something or other, some GM V8. Oh no, it wasn't. It was a Ford Coyote with a supercharger. Now that I think about it. Believe it had a Roush on it. And, it's still like bodiless, wires hanging out, seats, gauges, and everything else. Yeah, that's not going to me. Not at this shop, bro. I was a top dog in every shop I worked at since I left Nissan about, I want to say 8 years ago. And starting where I'm at now, I am the third lowest knowledgeable person, in my personal opinion, in this place out of 20 people. No, not 20. Like, what do we have? 11 techs. Not counting the two oil change guys. Yeah, dude, I work with some geniuses, dude. Master techs for Porsche, Land Rover, Jaguar. Not that Jaguar really has an identity yet. So they just bought it back a couple years ago. Volkswagen, many Volkswagen techs, Audi Masters. We have R8s for oil changes all the time, which is a pain in the dick with a V12. You know that? You got 3 drain plugs, 2 little screens, like fit over your finger. Screens you got to pull out and clean, and some other pain in the ass. It's a dry sump car. Yeah, and you got that Lambo V10 in the back. I think there's like 3 different ones that come to us. Porsche 911s all day. Land Rovers, supercharged Land Rovers, supercharged Jaguars. And that's all in the other shop, though. They moved me over to the other side. So we get all the domestic and Japanese shit. Which I'm a Jap tech, so I'm fine. No, I've never seen Guild Garage. Local near you? Cool. Oh, you know what? I was thinking about something today. Have you ever heard of that shop? It's in Canada. I'm sorry, I don't know. I think it's near Montreal. It's an all-female body shop, and they got a YouTube channel. Have you ever heard of that? I forgot what it's called, but I do follow them somewhere. I think it might be on my Insta. Um, I was kind of following them closely for a while. It's pretty cool. Nobody's nude and showing their skin or anything like that. But they're very attractive women. But of course, they're all in coveralls, covered in dust, and do rags and shit like that. It's very respectful, and really cool. And man, they do some badass work. Badass work. I mean, I know pro body guys that are doing it 25 years and do top absolute not shit. And these chicks are on par all the way. It's a cool channel. Just saying. Actually, it popped up on my Facebook feed, and I did start following them again. Had to do a new Facebook channel because got to separate that one from the other one. Once you get robbed for a whole shitload of money, you don't want to follow. You don't want to share a channel with somebody. You think? All right, I should probably stop just blindly looking around the bench and actually grab the screws I need to bolt this fucking motor down. Oh, I do eat chill out if I gave him a big fat meal. Good dog. He eats people food all the time, by the way. I try to keep him eating strange stuff because dogs are omnivores. They're supposed to be able to digest damn near anything. So to feed him processed food and nothing but is kind of a crime, in my opinion. So I like to, give him a little bit of human food every time I eat. I even gave him some raw chicken the other day, just a tiny, tiny bit. I don't want to get him sick or anything, but he was perfectly fine with it. Not that I'm going to give him a bunch of raw chicken all the time, but dogs really are supposed to have raw chicken. But enough about dog diets. Somebody put me on a topic that's actually in the RC realm, please, for Christ's sake. Yeah, dude, it's pretty cool. I think it's nifty. I mean, some of the cars they bring are absolutely stunning, and they show all the before and after. They do like skip step video where you get to see the process go down. Like the tenting, the sanding, the sculpting, the filling, the sanding, the filling, the sanding. You know how body work goes. That's why I don't do it. Yeah, I hope these aren't too long because it's pretty much all on fire. All right, some washers on, I guess. Hopefully, bottom out. There we go. Oh, I just figured out what those were. Okay. Weird stuff in a bag that Chad gave me earlier. I was trying to figure out what the hell it was. Where did it go? There's a little red doodads. I just figured out they're washers for motor mounts. Exactly what they are. Oh, where the hell I stuck that? Well, shit happens. Due to occurs. That's a good question. I should probably replace that. Yeah, I think my sponsor would get really mad if they caught me running somebody else's shit. I think it's because it was slapped on at the last minute. I actually don't know if I have any more of those. That's the little guy. That's the Notorious spring. I was actually running this thing without a bumper, a bumperette, whatever you want to call that little doodad they come with, for a minute. Yeah, no, I definitely need to check my inventory, make sure I have a proper bumper spring to mount on this vehicle, because the stock one is just inferior to anything that Canadian RC96 puts out. No doubt about that. Trust the guy with the purple beard. That was ridiculous, dude. Seriously, I watched that like a little while ago, and I was like, "Oh my god, dude!" I was so over the top. I sold the shit out of it, though, didn't I? Oh, you sent them? Oh, you mother, dude. I love you, bro. You're such a good dude to me. I really got to, dude. Seriously, I've been making $500 to $700 a week for like the past 2 months. Like the owner of the business I work for, and my foreman and the foreman in the other shop have all three told me separately that this is the slowest off season we've had by numbers ever since the history of the company. And I'm like, oh, great. I'm glad I could join up at the right time. I mean, truth be told, we don't advertise. We haven't had to. Word of mouth has had this place booming since day one. But off season is worse this year because of all the shit going on in the world, especially with the economy. Nobody knows what's going on because we've got a crazy orangutan in the White House, and nobody wants to spend any money because they don't know if they're going to have it tomorrow. All I know is this. I don't care about politics. I think the two-party system is a recipe for hate and is tearing America apart because you're dividing the people on purpose. Third of all, any politician is completely full of shit. Any news channel is completely full of shit. The government tells you what they want you to know, what they want you to hear in order to make you act how they want you to act. That's a fact. And the current generation growing up is so dumb and so clueless about anything except what's on their phone right in front of them. And they're going to have their finger on the button in 20 years. I figure I'll live to be 20, 30 years more. That's going to be some really entertaining shit. Because we're screwed. That's all I got to say, man. That's all I got to say. Last little bit. I don't think it was a double washer thing that's going to need any more support there because one of them on each one is conical because it's been crushed. That's a touch tight. Yeah. And too loose. Too loose. Right. Come on, you. Just give me the money shot. Still too tight. Come on. Okay. God damn it, really? Okay. Be a dick. Be a dick. You know what? Actually, let me try this. Here's an old trick from the 80s. Stuff a piece of paper between the gears and slam it in. Tight it up. Pull the paper out. Done. Just like that. Still works, even with these Mod Zero gears, because we had 48 and 32 pitch back then. Back in my day, we used to walk uphill to school both ways in the snow during a nuclear holocaust. Getting old has its privileges, I'll give you that. I had a really gross joke locked and loaded for that one, but I'm not going to whip that one out on the channel. It would probably deter people from watching. But I'll tell you later, Mike. Anyway. Yeah, dude, really. I mean, I usually don't do it like that. I usually actually take the time to do it right, but I'm just kind of like, I don't know. Kind of lazily working here. I mean, not that I'm tired or anything. I'm just, I don't know, lackadaisical, whatever you call it, melancholy. Shit. Come on, get in there. I'm gonna bolt this thing down, get that all set up straight. Now we need screws for that. Not already, because old disc screws are the same size. Yeah, dude, I'm kind of upset this thing was not up and running when I did the jump because this thing would have been the next to go for sure. I was going to take the Notorious, but I didn't know I had a blown axle. It's missing a pin. Oh shit, I'm missing my drill. That's going to come in handy in a minute. Yeah, in fact, this bumper is going to suck without it. Well, not really, I guess. Whatever. Yeah, dude, this thing would have been sent hard, and this thing is slower, or not slower, it's faster, it's lower to the ground, it flies better. It doesn't flip worth a crap, but it flies a lot better. So, and it is rocket fast. So that would have been great to jump over the roof. But, you know, that's been done. I have another idea already. Jump over the bathroom at the local park. And no, it's bigger than the one that Kamikaze jumps and does wheelies off all the time. It's much bigger than that. It's not as big as this house, but we could clear it and land it and probably still have line of sight. Because I was going to be on the roof when I did the jump. And I went up there with the car armed and everything, and I drove it around a little bit, and I'm like, this ain't going to work. There's no way I'm going to be able to, like, run over and, you know, spec my landing. So I did it from the street because, you know. But then, you know, I just went full Aussie on that bad boy and took a long trip into the bush, mate. Yeah, that's a knee slap all day. Bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? Basket, bro, come on. Quit being a dick. What are you doing? He's over there, like, nipping at my laundry basket like there's food in it. It's clean clothes, dude. What's wrong with you? You spend all day here by yourself, and you can't chill out for, like, an hour or two, like, while I'm busy? What the hell happened to my ashtray? Where is my mind? That's I'm missing music, but you know what? Screw that copyright shit. Plus, without background noise, you guys probably hear me better anyway. Get to hear all the crazy things this wild old man tends to say once in a while. All right, there we go. That's good. Okay, so done with that. Lock this bad boy in. Get that done. Really helpful on the 3S, 4S. Barely see what's on. Cover on. Yeah, I haven't had one of those yet. Holy crap! Everyone, pause for a second. You are now witnessing Logan Squared. Logan has joined Logan. My man. This is my buddy from work. He works right next to me. His name's Logan Brown. They call him Brown. They call me Gamble. That's kind of how it works. This dude's a riot, bro. You want to talk about a laugh festival? I am lucky to work next to him, man. He is always hilarious. Like, if you're having a bad day, it's hard to have one around him because he's going to say some shit that's either going to make you go, what the fuck? Or laugh your balls off. Kind of like me. That's kind of one of my favorite things to do. Welcome to the channel, my friend. My box neighbor. I love it. Yeah, dude. So, yeah, I dropped those other two videos tonight, and now I'm putting a new speed control and motor in the car that should have gone off the roof first, but was down at the moment. Come on, line up. There we go. Which one is Secretly Wolverine? I love it. Well, I used to be, but I got old and fragile, so I had to pass the reins on to a much younger, better model, meaning the other one. So now he's Wolverine. There you go. That's how it works. Oh, man. If you look at the video I have where I go, hey, Logan, do something stupid. That's him. That's my boy. Dude, he just keeps you cracking up all day, man. Can't help it. He is who he is, and he's wild, and he's fun. He's a great dude, too. Really good friend. Really good guy. Welcome to the channel, man. It's good to have you. Minus muscles and tattoos. I love it. That's pretty much the perfect description. You definitely have enough facial hair to pull it off. Oh, man. Glad you showed up, dude. Really. It's good to have you. Things have been awesome, man. Today was crazy. After my dentist appointment, like, I was just chilling out, and I was going to go down to the shop and borrow the air tank to fill up the tires on the lawnmower, and all of a sudden, like, 5 people needed me to do something. And I'm driving all over the place like a madman. And then during all these things that people were asking me to do, I ended up picking up like 2 piles of parts for RC cars. And so I decided to live stream tonight. It's just a cleaning, man. I mean, it went as well as it can. You know, them talking about 10 years of tooth decay from drugs and, you know, not going to the dentist. You know, it's they look better than last time. So let's put it that way. And I was told to use some new techniques on brushing. So, and you know, floss more. You know, the same things they always tell you. But my hygienist is really cool. She's a real sweetheart. She's only like 10 years older than me. So we chat. She thinks the channel is really cool. She's on it. She was like, whoa, like everybody else says about the house jump. Where in the hell's the side? Oh, there it is. Okay. Side still for this damn thing. So yeah, it went fine, man. How was the afternoon at work? Did the ProMaster explode because it was sitting in the parking lot? I'm trying to remember what you're. I'm sure it's something hilarious. Fuck. I don't remember, dude. What's the super glue story? Just give me a hint. I'm old, remember? This dude's like only like in his 20s, you know, so he gets some pick on me all day because I'm an old fart. I'm an OFG, old fart gamer. No, I'm just kidding. Old fucking guy. I'm trying to remember the super glue. Did it have something to do with the stuff you were talking to Nick about? Oh, good for you, bro. Excellent. Glad you made some money. Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of fucking embarrassing, but all right, sure. I don't have anything to hide from anybody, especially my boy Mike. All right, so yeah, I'm missing some shit in my face. You can see that, especially when I smile, which is embarrassing. All right, so my two front teeth are posted. I think about 12, maybe 11, maybe even 10. I took a rad scoot. I don't know if you guys remember those. I know Logan does because he's too fucking young. Back in the 80s, they had like these longer push scooters, not like these little kid stick scooters they have now. I mean, like a long scooter with like 10-inch wheels and brakes and stuff, and it was kind of cool. So I used to take those and put 3 horsepower Briggs and Stratton motors on them. And then I take those generator light kits you could buy at Kmart and put them on because, you know, you don't have to pedal to make the lights light up. You just haul ass. And, you know, I was modifying engines at that point anyway. I was already doing port jobs and, you know, doing exhaust on straight pipes and shit. So I'm going up this hill one night in my hometown. I hit this pothole that was about 3 feet long, not very wide, like maybe 10 inches wide, about 3 feet long, you know, tire width, and about 9 inches deep at least. And I slammed my face directly into the pavement at about 30. And then the engine came around and whacked me in the back of the head. No, it's all good, dude. We're good, man. No, it's cool. I don't, you know, I'm actually trying to do more of telling people my terrible stories. I expose my soul as much as possible to let everybody know how truly honest and real I am. Because I'm doing that a lot more as I age. It's cool, man. No problem at all, dude. We're rocking. Yeah, dude. True. Yeah, you've told me some shit, dude. Yeah, this dude's ex-mil. Thank you for your service. He's also been through some massive cranial trauma. He's got plate. Like, hey, you brought it up. All right. So anyway, back to the story. So yeah, engine comes around and hits me in the back of the head. And I don't know if you ever seen an old ass Edger with a Briggs 3 on it. You know, the Briggs 5 is like the standard rototiller and spool mower engine. A Briggs 3 is just a smaller version. We're talking cast iron block, no, aluminum block, aluminum head, but you know, crank, you know, heavy crank, cast iron flywheel, but I had aluminum one on that one. 30 pounds maybe. It's a heavy motor. It's not a chainsaw engine. It's not designed to be on a goddamn scooter. Anyway, that fucker came around, got me right in the back of the head. I didn't get a head injury, but my face got pressed into the pavement again, and I'm bleeding everywhere. I got blood coming out of all kinds of holes in my face. I'm a child. And I go walking up to this lady's door. She's got this big glass pane door, and I'm standing there bleeding, going, please help me. And she freaked the fuck out. Finally, she kind of was like, okay, there's an injured kid on my porch. I should probably do something. I had her call my parents. Parents came and got me. Anyway, long story short, busted out my front teeth. I actually went and found one of them the next day. It was still in the road. Actually, it was in the pothole, which is not where I hit. It just ended up there. And there was some blood everywhere, dude. It was a gory scene. All up this lady's steps and shit. I cleaned them for her. I felt terrible. Anyway, knocked the front teeth out. So I got 2 posts, fake teeth put in, they do a root canal and then they put a rod in there that's attached to a fake tooth. So when I was at Gettle about 5 years ago, Gettle Nissan, I used to work there. Shithole, don't go there. They rip you off. Jim Gettle's an asshole. And I was eating something and the post pulled out and I bit it. So I spit it out and I glued it all back together and I glued the post into my face so it wouldn't come out. And then the tooth broke again. And so now I'm stuck with a post. So that's not a little tiny rotted, fucked up tooth you're seeing. It's a piece of stainless steel that's supposed to have a tooth wrapped around it. Which I guess isn't fucking much better, is it? Yeah, I swallowed the. So yeah, I didn't even know I lost it until I saw it missing, because it probably broke apart. But yeah, that's the whole story. So there you go. There you go. Logan Brown in the house, bringing some comedic value by having me bare my soul, which I don't mind because I don't give a shit anymore. I'm old, man. I've been here. I've done that. I got the fucking t-shirt, and I don't care who I got to tell about it. Besides, you don't get anything from lying to anybody or being dishonest. It's going to catch you in the end no matter what. And I feel, honestly, that I'm either fucked up enough or interesting enough to where telling people all the crazy shit that comes into my head or the experiences I've had tends to make me more desirable as somebody to talk to. Yeah, exactly. I took my driving test on a dinosaur. I don't know if I told you that. Good one, bro. That's funny. Yeah, man. So, yeah. Me and this dude click a lot, dude. We're kind of very similar people, even though I'm so much older than him. I cannot imagine how many Facebook Messenger messages I have. I had to silence my phone and found 7 more scammers today. And there's 3 more in there I got to block. Brody, I don't know why I get a beer out of the fridge. You come over here. Did you want some? You can have some. No? Okay. Not your stuff, huh? All right. Time to get a bumper spring for this bad boy. Gotta go over to the parts gates. Nope. And nope. That's why I don't have one on there, Mike, because I don't have one, period. Because we went through 3. Nick used one for, I think, his 4S, and then there's one on, I can steal Nick's. He won't know the difference. Besides, he's not sponsored. There it is. There it is. That's what I need. Yeah, that's how it came off. Bumper, A-block, the whole 9 yards. Just ripped it clean out. Oh, that's going to need a fucking bulkhead, isn't it? Thank God I just got 2 of them. Excuse me. Yeah, man. That's funny. Man, I was talking to this girl that I used to work with, right? Well, I should say girl, this woman. She's only, I don't think she's right around my age, but she's kind of beat up. Yeah, she's some biker dude's old lady, you know what I mean? And has been for a long time. Maybe a different dude, but nonetheless. Kind of wears the Harley gear, that kind of stuff, tattooed up. But she's cute, and she's got a very top-heavy figure. And I mean, I just had to be honest with her. One day we were driving to go get food together, and I was like, I got to be honest with you. I know I'm married and you have a boyfriend or whatever, but I'm very attracted to you. And she was like, I still got it. I'm like, fucking really? That's the response? Bitch. But no, she's a sweetheart. Anyway, she called me a little while ago because she wanted to see how things were going because she saw my Facebook stuff. And she had her friend on the line and started getting a little flirtatious. And I just blew her mind. I was like, you remember how big my hands are, right? Yeah, I'm like a well-hung lesbian rolling deep. I forgot what the other joke was. Oh, she asked me where I was from. I love this one. Well, originally my dad's right testicle, and then I got this really sweet apartment, Wounded View, free food, water bed. After 9 months, out of nowhere, they evicted me for no fucking reason. I've been bouncing around ever since. What are you gonna do? Okay, let me do an inventory on that. Let's see. This one had one, not anymore. Now it's on. It should have a super bumper on it anyway, and we have several super bumper ones. I just don't have any in stock to put on it, and I know we picked up another Notorious bumper for that, so it's gonna have to have the same part on it. On my truck, I'm pretty sure I got one. Yes, but my Notorious is rocking a super bumper, and it has one of yours on it. Yes. Nick's got one, obviously in the 8. That's it. That's all the cars. Yeah. So, yeah, technically, this should have a super bumper on it, and then it'd be fine. But it doesn't, and whatever. Honestly, I don't think a super bumper is going to save this thing with what I do to it anyway. Yeah, we do not have any more of those. We have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 blue, purple, 2 purple, and a black. Make that, yeah, 1 black. Springs for the super bumper for the super bash. Yeah, so that's inventory on bumper springs. Need? No. No, you're not going to need anything. Want? Only if I tell them it exists. So, that's completely up to you, bro. Completely up to you. I'm definitely not trying to make you, hook me up and everybody in the crew. I hate to call it my channel because I try to keep us all together and I try to make everybody as important as everybody else and that kind of shit. I try to be very inclusive. But if it came down to sponsorship and stuff like that, nobody's going to come in here and go, hey, we're going to give everybody everything. Because I've been sponsored. I've been a sponsored racer. I know how it works. They go after the guy who is the face or the guy who is the talent or whatever. And I'm not trying to say I'm the talent, but I am kind of the face of the channel. Nick comes in and screams once in a while, and that's kind of about it. And he crashes for us to watch. And he does let me use his 8S to tow 7 cars with in a basket, which is fun. Hold on a second. My test was my first concrete nose every day. Good. Yeah, dude, we've done plenty of those, and we haven't broken a single one of those, dude. I pulled a screw through one, but it was a small screw. I replaced it with a big one. Hey, man, that's fine with me. Here's my question. Where are the stickers coming? I just thought about that, dude. We need to be putting your logos in the videos. I'll plant your logo at the end of the videos and prop you on every single video. Full length anyway, not the shorts. That's just too much. I'd be adding on the same amount of time the video was. But every video I do, every live stream I do, I will pump you up. You know that. I got you, dog. And I don't know how you think I'm going to be better off before you because you're much more consistent, dude. I'm kind of all over the place when you really look at what I'm doing. Not to mention, being on camera doesn't always help you. Sometimes it can hurt you. And viewers, certain types of viewers like crazy. Corporations don't like crazy. Corporations go, this guy's not stable. He might just start taking a whiz in the middle of the yard when we're trying to film something. I'd at least go around the side of the house, but nonetheless, and I don't care. I really don't give a shit because, I never thought this was going to be not monetized. This is not why I started this. I started this to hang out and talk with you guys. Amy Rudd, thank you for coming on board. Gentlemen, this is a fine young lady who happens to live in Oklahoma that I've been chatting with. And she's an absolute sweetheart and a dear friend of mine. And she decided to come on board and say hi. So thank you. Welcome to the channel. We were just discussing all the stupid shit we do and how we act retarded. My box mate, next door worker, the guy who works right next to me, Logan, which makes us Logan squared, is on board tonight. The first time ever. I love it. The last 2 live chats I've done, I've got brand new people, which is great. Remember that mic the other night with the Aussie and the English dude? That was freaking awesome. Those guys were a riot. Anyway, school. Okay, so, yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on with this thing. I'm just gonna leave it out for now. Fuck it. Hey man, have a great night, dude. Freaking loved you and Jordan and the kids, and I will see you ass at work, bright and squirrely, baby. Peace. That dude is so hilarious. He says the dirtiest, nastiest stuff, but I don't care because I'm funny like that too, I guess. He's a riot. All right, so let's get some shock standoffs on this bad boy, and then test the electronics after we get the shocks redone because we gotta. These are gonna be drilled, don't they? Yeah, shit. Yeah, we gotta change out springs and possibly fluid, and then we'll get this thing dialed in. Back running, because this is definitely the next thing I'm going to drive off a big ass jump because it was missing in action when it should have been the first one to go. Cool, awesome. Brody, you want to say hi? Want to see Brody? Come on, Baba. I know, right? He's been bothering me all night, and I'm calling him to come over. No, but he's actually playing with his monkey right now. Not that monkey. He's got a stuffed monkey. Whoa. Okay, now. Gotta give me a second. I do have to go get my drill because I actually have to drill something. However, that will speed up my build time because I will have a drill to move screws. That will be faster. Give me just a second. I will be right back. I really need to learn how to use that freaking commercial thing. I haven't figured it out yet. What are you looking at? Love you. Cute puppy. All right, be right back. Okay. Still trying to find the damn thing. Did I bring it back in? Nope, not in the room. Where is my drill? Sorry, I'm trying to find shit. All right, now we got it. Coolies and Amy. Oh, throw it on the floor because that's good for it. Anybody have any questions about anything that's going on? Honestly, I don't want to sit here and talk about myself all day because honestly, I'm not that interesting unless you're a hardcore psychiatrist. All right. How is that? Yeah, you can see right down. Okay. That's exactly what I'm doing. All right. A couple of those. It'd be so nice if I could just put on some light music and just, have something in the background to either entertain me or all of you. But You know, that whole copyright thing. I gotta read up on that and figure out how to get around it. I know there's a way you can list people. I got a question. When are you? Yeah, get right on that. Yeah, because I almost sold my stocks today. Honestly. However, my best one did take a hell of a dip, but it's still above what it was. If it keeps declining, I guess I'll try to buy more if I can afford it because, you know, buy low, sell high, they say. But I just borrowed another like $1.5 from Cash App. And that's where I'm at. I already owe them 400. But I'm responsible with borrowing, so I have 800 available. But that doesn't mean I'm going to use it for any reason I don't have to, because I really don't like owing money to anybody. And unfortunately, I'm paying back a lot of debts that my ex-wife left me with. A lot of people weren't paid that she said were. And I don't like owing people money, and I definitely don't like people never receiving money and never receiving word and not knowing what the hell's going on and not telling me because my ex-wife's a liar. So there's that. And there's monkeys that were shot into space, but hey, they signed up for it. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to. Hell, if I was a billionaire, I would have been there already. But that's not how this rolls. All right, so time for some shock rebuilding. Oh, yeah, hold on. Before that, I'm going to fix this wheelie bar that's coming loose here. Guessing this is a standard screw. Yeah. All right. So that's not good. I didn't even know that thing was loose. Where is it? A little bit of red Loctite. There we go. That. And let's get that done. Don't have to worry about that anymore. Good. Good to go. And now we got to spare one of those because all those goodies I got from Chad came with a whole other one. So either this or I might ship this one to Canada. If you'll actually use it. I mean, I don't know. I still got a goodie bag. I'm still sending you those tires, bro. Trust me on that one. They're still coming. You know what would be great? If there was a company that made a shock holder that I could put these shocks in so they wouldn't tip over when I was trying to fill them back up with fluid. Oh, that's right. Canadian RC96. I should call them and order some. Because they make the best stuff. I know. Just kidding, buddy. Trust me, I'll never cheese dick like that on you. Hey, that's fine with me. If you want to sleep in a cave, I'll give you a tour later. I'm not going to put that on YouTube. All right, so 4 springs, 4 shocks, 4 ends, 4 tops. Bang, 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 bang. Here we go. What do we got in here? Oh, yeah, that is a heavy damp shock. That is not going to function with these springs because we're going lightweight. And overdamped suspension with lightweight springs does weird things. It's like the opposite of a 57 Cadillac that's got blown out shocks going on the street and it hits a pothole and it bounces for the next 7 miles. Yeah, this is the opposite of that. Hey, that reminds me of what's her name? Sorry, had to. It's a good joke. Yeah, that's Lucas. These are all filled with 140 weight. Ain't nothing that nasty that goes into shocks ever, unless I put it in there, because I don't think there's anybody else running Lucas. But I'll tell you what, in 12-pound springs, man, it's on point. Will do, baby. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate that. All right, so yeah, it sounds just like what you need. Yeah, maybe that's what made her leave. That was really dirty. I'm sorry. Just trying to make people laugh. All right. I wonder how the ride height's going to be on these things. They are tiny springs compared to what I'm pulling on with. All right. Oh. I'm thinking. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm like a well-hung lesbian too, but yeah, I didn't understand that. Oh. Oh, where? Oh, shit. Okay. Well, this must have spilled out of the box because it's cracked because I dropped a car on it. Yeah, those are all set screws. Shit. I didn't even know I had those in my lap. Shit. Let me use this. Yeah, whatever. Shit over it. No, it's not big enough. Damn it, son of a bitch. Oh, right, 8S tire. Duh. That's what I usually use. Alrighty then. Time to get juicy with the 100 weight. That didn't work. Why did the dog tip over my electric basket? Butthole. Oop. There we go. I think what I'm trying to, or what you're meaning is, part of the reason you send me stuff is because I test them. And in a completely different environment, by the way. I mean, not like physical environment, temperature environment. You know, because I don't know about you, but I know for a fact there's different car parts made for different areas of the world, just temperature wise. Yeah, especially batteries. You bring a northern battery down to Florida, you got a year tops, and that's if it's only 2 years old. The plate separation is different. The fluid level is different because of the different temperatures. They even used to do transmissions like that way back in the day, in the 60s and 70s. If you bought a car in California, it had to be good to get up the biggest hill in San Francisco. If you bought a car in Florida, the gearing was damn near nothing because the biggest hill here is an overpass. Oh, I thought it was the only reason, to tell you the truth. Well, I knew about that. Well, of course, because yeah, that's pretty much why I figured. Yeah, yeah. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, dude. You have no idea. With this whole, like I said, I don't know what the hell is going on with me. This whole thing I'm going through now after this massive adrenaline rush the other day. I've been extremely forthcoming of my appreciation for everybody who has done things for me because I have been helped out so much since the house burned down, and everybody at my work and all my friends have been very, very helpful. I wanted to take the guys out the other night to a bar after the jump, you know, to show them my appreciation and buy them beer. And the only shirt I had that looked semi decent, that wasn't a uniform, because these are all stained up, you know, from this and that, and holes burned in them from welding and other shit, is some that's a coworker gave me, you know. and it was a really nice shirt, and it actually fit me very well, and it actually looked pretty good in it. Um, you know, the air mattress I have is a gift from a coworker. The shelves I have are a gift from a coworker. They took me shopping to buy stuff I needed. Socks, my underwear, my fucking shoes I'm wearing right now. All the shoes I actually have, all my shoes were gone after the fire. Um, you know, I can't stress my appreciation toward my coworkers and the people I work for because they have been just dynamite. I was so lucky to start working there right before my house burned down. And now this whole shit with the whole issue with what's her name, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's crazy. I stack that on top of all the shit I've been through in the last 4 years. We talk about getting off of drugs, getting off of being drunk 24/7, getting off of opiate replacement therapy, and then the house burns down, and then I got to deal with that on top of it. It's like, holy shit, how am I not like the most angry, pissed off, psychotic? Well, okay. That's a joke for a different time. Never mind. It just popped in my head. But how have I not just decided to shoot someone yet? I don't suppress things. I don't get upset and later about things. Like I don't pretend I'm not upset and then get upset later. I don't. I never have. So don't think I'm suppressing anything. I don't see any reason to get upset about it. Who's it going to help? It's not going to help me. I got to keep my head straight and just keep moving forward because that's the way you do things. It's not going to help to be angry about it. It happened. You can't fix it. That's the way I see things now. And it took me to be like 45 before I figured that shit out. The amount of wisdom that has come into my head since I've been like 43, has been exponential. And it's made my life so much better. There are so many things that you can just zero F all day. If anybody in your life, hold on. Exactly. Absolutely, Abe. Thank you. That's exactly right. If anybody in your life is giving you any kind of grief and you have a what's the word I'm looking for? Non-mutually beneficial relationship, get them out of your life. If you're not helping one another in some way, but whether it be spiritually, physically, just being a friend, like anything like that, there's no reason for anyone to be in your life that gives you grief. Then you don't get anything from. Get away from them. Get them out of your life. There's no reason to ever be unhappy. Pain in life is a guarantee. Suffering is a choice. There you go. There's my freaking what they call that at the end of that one show. Used to do like words of wisdom or something. I don't know, whatever the fuck. There you go. There's deep thoughts with Jack Handy. Old SNL bit right there. I remember the one my buddy wrote this on my wall when I used to live in the other room over there when I was 15. If you drop your keys into a river of molten lava, forget them, man, because they're gone. Deep thoughts with Jack Handy. All right. Anyway, enough about my bullshit. Welcome back, Abe. Sorry about the problems earlier, bro. Yeah, YouTube had me locked into 2 different lives at the same time. I don't even understand that. Because I tried to start my brilliant, beautiful description and a beautiful title and all that stuff. And I can't type worth a shit, so I hate redoing that stuff. Plus, the keyboard is way over here, and I'm over here, and you're elbow deep in the table, and, well, I haven't cleaned it in a minute. So, like, I'm pissed off. I don't want to rewrite it, so that's why I have a crap title and no description right now. I'm probably sure I would have got more viewers if I did. Oh, holy crap. Stuff's flying over the place. Cool Spawn! What up? Sorry. That probably made some people's ears bleed. I didn't know my voice was going to crack like that. What's up, brother, man? Welcome back. Good to have you, dude. Good to have you, man. This guy has been there almost as long as Canadian. He's been supporting me and watching all my stupid crap that I decide to post online and commenting on every video and just been a trooper. And I thank you, man. I really do. You're awesome. You are awesome. I am glad to have you as an equal in our RC hobby sport, whatever you want to call it. Because I mean, it's both. There is competitive RC and there is hobby RC. So it's kind of a hobby sport, whatever you want to call it. That's a good idea, Mike. Let's think of a really cool name to call that. Like instead of hobby sport, we'll think of like, I don't know, something to, some cool way to make it sound, and we'll make it a logo. And then everybody will have to do theirs the same way because we came up with it first. I actually heard that on there's a talk show on the weekends up here from 105.9 The Bone, a radio channel. And these two guys, they pretty much sit there and they ask guys to call in who are suffering, guys who have had bad relationships, drug abuse problems, alcohol problems, and stuff like that. And the one dude said it, and I don't know if he made it up or if it's a quote. So, and the dude's like, that's a very Buddhist point of view. And honestly, I'm agnostic. I don't believe in organized religion. I believe you believe in whatever you want, and that's your business, and good for you. And if whatever you want to do, awesome, as long as you're not hurting anybody. But I don't think you have to go to a special building and compare clothing on Sunday. It's just kind of whatever. I mean, I'm not dogging anybody on it. Do what you want to do. It's your business, as long as you're not hurting no one. But I have to say, if my values align with any actual religion, it would probably be Buddhism. But they go real extreme on a lot of shit that it's like, are you kidding me? I'm killing a cockroach if I see one. I don't care if it was my mother. Don't get me wrong, I love my mom. You can too for $29.95. Sorry, I love that dig. She deserves it. She's given me a couple harsh ones lately. And she can't even find YouTube on her freaking remote, so doesn't matter. I have to show her all my videos. And she doesn't see the live streams. Cool, man. I mean, yeah, exactly, right? Right. You got all the same ideals, all the same positions as an actual, it's the same thing. You've got a head dude and then all his subordinates, and they all listen to what he says. It's the same difference. Really. Yeah, no, I believe everybody has the freedom to do whatever they want to do. But as George Carlin said, keep thy religion to thyself. I live by a set of commandments that I made up on my own. Yes, they might be loosely based on George Carlin's, but greatest comedian of all time. Well, I don't know. Robin Williams is pretty damn badass. George Carlin's pretty good. Let's say Robin Williams is more of your person's comic, where George Carlin is more of your cynic's comic. Equally great in my eyes. George Carlin, he has a bit called 10 Commandments, and he breaks it down into 3 or 4. And that's his last one, is keep thy religion to thyself. My commandments that I live by, literally, are, number 1, always have a good time no matter what. If you're not having a good time, you're doing something wrong, or you're letting something affect you that shouldn't. Number 2, and this is the golden rule kind of thing, try not to step on anybody's toes while observing number 1. Did I just put my rears on my fronts? I think I did. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, try not to piss anybody off while having a good time, because that's just rude. Number 3 is pass down wisdom and knowledge to those who deserve it. Because honestly, in my opinion, the only thing I have left, no, I did have them on the right ones, but I'm an idiot, whatever. The only thing I have left to give to this world is wisdom and knowledge, because I'm definitely not having any kids. Not at this age. My dad was 40 when I was conceived, and not that it bothered me ever, but I knew the difference growing up about the kids who played baseball with their dads and the kids' dads who were broke their back when they were 47 pulling a car at Ford Lincoln Mercury in downtown San Francisco. So yeah, I don't want to be like that, and I don't have any interest in having children anyway. I've raised 3 kids from preteens to adulthood. I've done my time. I've done my business. Got the T-shirt. I'm out. Oh, absolutely, he does. Absolutely, because you can't do comedy like George Carlin anymore. You can't because you'll get canceled. He was the best realist who was allowed to be on TV and say whatever he wanted that I've ever seen. Because you're not allowed to have opinions like that anymore. You're not allowed to, say these people are all a-holes because then the a-holes will cancel you. Um, but there are a lot of groups of people that are complete freaking a-holes. Like, here's one I don't understand. There's a lot of towns that get into this kind of area. I'm not going to name any of them. Big cities. One of them is way worse than anybody else. If our local popular sports team wins a championship, we burn the city down. If our local, uh, you know, championship sports team loses a championship, we burn the city down. That's a little harsh, Mike. Really? Come on, man. You had to put that out there. Ouch. Ouch. That's burns, bro. That burns. Come on. That's all right. I've gained a lot of wisdom with age, and you know what? I'm perfectly happy about it. I'm a much more diverse, intelligent, um, charismatic, caring, loving, empathetic. I could go on for days. Person than I was 10 years ago. Of course, 10 years ago I was jacked out on drugs, but that's neither here nor there. I wasn't a bad person. I was just kind of numb to everything. I really didn't give a shit about anything, especially stuff I probably should have been looking after. But that's neither here nor there. Fuck. Right, I knew they were there. So, I'm enjoying this age. I really am. It's nice to know that there are a lot of benefits to living this long and collecting this much knowledge and experience. It's kind of cool. You'll like it when you get there. I know. Just busting your balls, buddy. Come on. I was gonna get on you like that on live TV, please. Hey, Cool Spawn, did you check out the bloopers reel yet for the house jump? I posted it, I don't know, a couple hours ago. And I also posted a tribute to the man, the myth, the legend, Kamikaze. And I did get his permission. I hope he likes it because I don't know. After I watched it a couple times, I thought it was a little extreme. I mean, I think it's either going to perturb him a slight bit or make him blush, one or the other. Hopefully the latter, but who knows? We'll see. I'm sure I will get a comment about it. I don't doubt that person, especially because I tagged him in it. I'll bet the comment's already up, actually. Anybody want to see that? Want me to check my my YouTube real quick? I'll do it on my phone, so it won't bother you guys. Come on. These things keep getting loose on me. Honestly, the what do you call them? The bladders in these shocks are bone stock. And this is the first Arma I ever bought. They're still the original bladders, so it's not surprising that they're not wanting to hold the tops on very well. In fact, this is the only car I don't have that doesn't have an emulsion setup on it. And hey, Mike, there's another one. You ever try to make your own? Yeah, you said that before. Documentary. I don't know. Documentary, I think, has to have a lot more time on it. It kind of seems like an intro to a Kamikaze documentary. Let's put it that way. That works for me. I'm fine with that. A documentary would have to be much longer. You have to, you have to use my video, and then it restarted and go back in 1987, or I don't know how old he is. Man was born in a town in Hawaii or whatever. And then at the age of 0.6, he picked up an RC car transmitter and signed his name in cursive in the sand. I don't know, just some amazing feat. You know what I mean? It's just like that would be hilarious to make a spoof documentary on Kamikaze. If I ever see him again, I'd love to go over that with him. That would be great to make something just like totally outrageous. Like, you know, at the age of 10, he drove an RC car, you know, like threw an entire football play without being tackled and stole the ball at the same time by doing a backflip with a half twist. I mean, just, you know, just ridiculous shit. That would be hilarious. I'm not sure exactly which part you missed. Oh, emulsion shocks. Right. So I've been thinking just take these emulsions, drill a hole in them, tap it, put a screw in it, man, emulsion shocks, right? As long as the O-ring fits properly in the top. That's what I was thinking. I haven't tried it yet, but I mean, just because I haven't had to. But I've thought about it. God, this stuff is so sticky. It fucking Luke is everywhere. It gets on everything. Thank God Dawn takes it off so easily. All right, let's strap these back on this thing. Oh, yep. Over there for the big guy. Well, at least. All right. So, I have a feeling this ride height is going to be way too low. Way too low. That was actually I actually had a note there for a second. That's surprising because I sing like an amputee. I can't hold a note or carry a tune. That's probably the most worn out shock top I've ever seen in my life. Where are my nuts? That's not what John Bobbitt said. That's all he had left. Hi, Brody. How you doing, buddy? What are you sniffing about? Huh? You all right? What? Oh, here we go again. Gotta pet the dog. Hey, buddy. What have you been doing outside? You're still dry. Thank you. There's been water in the swale. That's what they call a ditch in Florida, in the front yard, for like, I don't know, the past 5 months. Well, not 5 months. I don't know, maybe 2, because it's the rainy season. It usually rains like every single day at around 3 to 5. Thunderstorm, lightning for like an hour, and then it goes away. And then it's nice and humid, and the sun comes back out and brings it back up to about, 99. And people fall over and die, but, that's Florida life for you. It just happens. Fuck this state, dude. I don't know who actually, anybody who's not a snowbird, like who doesn't reside here full time or comes here only in the winter and doesn't think this place is atrocious weather-wise, is a moron. My parents tricked the shit out of me. They brought me here 4 Decembers in a row and moved me here in July. I almost went Menendez on their ass. I thought my skin was going to melt, bro. Seriously. I had never experienced heat and humidity like this coming from a temperate zone. Oh, get the fuck in the hole, you. All right, we'll pound you in with a hammer. Everybody knows I'll do that. I've done it before. All right, you're pissing me off now. Mm-hmm. Sweet little. There you go. You got lucky. I was about to hit you with a fucking mallet. Oh, shit. Is that the right hole? Yeah, okay. Forgot what hole the set screws in. Yeah, quick little tip trick. Where you put the screws in to hold these shock pins, don't put in screws. Put in tiny little set screws. They're countersunk, so you can't see them, so it's a cleaner install. And that's about it, really. It's just a cleaner install. So there you go. Wow, that's a different... Okay, we'll see what it's like with the rest of it together. That is way different. Obviously, too much damping for these springs, even with 100-weight. Well, 100-weight's pretty heavy, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what you guys run. Let's see what I missed so far. Yep. Okay. Cool. Yep. Yeah. Come on, you got the new ones. Hey. Just busting balls, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. Hey, Cool Spine, you got any use for Hot Racing Wheelie Bar for Arma 6S. I'll send it to you. Free of charge. You're in the U.S., right? Just checking. I don't want shit getting stuck in customs, man. That ain't cool. Ooh, that's loose. I mean, you have it, dude. Honestly, I just bought it with this package of stuff that came with the ECU and a motor that I just put in this car, and a full set of Creighton control arms stock, body brace, diff cover, center diff brace, some other parts for RPM and or Arma stock wing mounts. But I don't use those anymore. This is the last one I'll ever have because I'm converting over to the V6 setup on everything if I break anything. So you can have it. I'll send it to you. Okay. Let me know. I'll give you my email if you want to send me your address. But I won't send it before your stuff, Mike. And I got a little pile going on. I got stickers, I got decals, I got stencils, I got inside body stickers like pre-paint if you're ever going to run a clear one again. Full set of tires. I got a little pile of parts I got set up over here for you. It's a surprise. Don't worry about it. It's stuff I know you did, or I think you don't have. And if you do, it's good to have spares. Some of my goodies, some of my modified products, like yours. You send me product, I send you product. What, bro? No, I gotta re-gear everything. God damn it. Well, I mean, not right away, but I mean, I'm going to have to buy like a stock, like at least this 2 pairs. So when shit goes wrong, are they the same ratio? Like, 3.8 to 1 or whatever? It's something like that. I forgot what the gear ratio is in these cars. Because freaking, that would suck if it wasn't. Then you'd have to change both at the same time. No other way to do it. Hey, Cool Spawn, man. Seriously, send me your address. I'll send you a wheelie bar for free. Just because. But be easy. You're awesome. Thank you for your support. All right. Well, that was kind of interesting. Yeah. Yeah, no, dude, I did not know that. But I don't watch a lot of RC videos, too. I really don't, because I don't have time. I mean, I try to see every one of yours all the way through because I know about the algorithm. Thank God. Okay, cool. I just got that message, by the way, so I don't know how bad a delay that was, but as soon as I said thank God, that's when it popped on the screen. So I don't know if you counted it, or have an idea, but that's it. Good. Yeah. Okay, so that means you can run one of their dips in the front and one of the EXPs in the back. Cool. All right, well, then I'll just have to get into it, one at a time. How much are they, bro? That's my problem. Fucking money. At least now, I mean, shit. Middle of winter, dude, I'll be killing it, but right now it sucks. I'm just like, my paychecks are a third of what they were when I started. And it's like that for everybody. Well, not everybody. We have a lot of guys who are on salary, unfortunately, but every guy in this place pulls their weight in gold. So, I mean, they're worth it. I just haven't been there that long. Do you follow me on Facebook? But I just changed my Facebook because I haven't killed the joint account yet, but I got my own account now. So if you want to hit it up, it's Logan G Gamble. Because my old account was my original account, which was Logan Gamble, but then somebody came in and decided they were going to join it and just changed everything and got rid of a bunch of stuff and defriended a bunch of females, and you know how that goes. And you know who did that. So, c'est la vie. Such is life. Oh, no. No silver shotguns. Only the black ones. Damn it, son of beach. Oh, I don't know if I ever showed these to you. These are original OG house fire shock bodies. They're heat treated and special colored. There you go. There's one of those RPM shock bottoms, the aluminum ones they sell after a house fire. I don't like those things because that's one of the points on the car that needs to be flexible and break is the shock bottom. It's kind of like running aluminum control arms when you already have aluminum bulkhead and aluminum hubs. It's just a recipe for disaster. So I don't run aluminum shock ends. In fact, the only thing I broke when I did the house jump, and I did break the car after the second or third jump, I had to replace two shock bottoms, but they were older ones that were already beat up. But I didn't have any stock ones or in stock, so I had to like use old ones. But out of all four jumps, that's all I broke. However, I haven't gone through the car yet. I may have some bent shit I don't know about, but I think I got pretty damn lucky. Jumped a fucking house. Like fucking moron. Jesus Christ, man. That was just, you know, never in my life have I done something where I've gone back and thought about it and go, what in the fuck were you thinking? This one's pretty close. Because that's just ridiculous. Saying I'm going to jump over a 2-story house with a high roof with an RC car and I'm just going to do it is kind of a wild thing to say. And kind of a wild thing to do, I guess. But hey, man. Wow, that's low. I can see what you're talking about cranking them ride height adjusters all the way down or shock collars, whatever you call them. Oh, yeah, this thing looks like a backwards RB-17. Shit. Oh, man. That, yeah. Ooh. I'm running negative angle on my shocks. Well, look at that damping. Woo. That is smooth as butter. But it's also extremely slow for how I'm going to have to buy springs. Yeah, these ain't going to work. No way in hell. So weak. The car's together. All I got to do is swap springs. It's fine. At least I got the motor and everything back in, which we should do the testing for real quick. Set it up. It's already. Oh, it's almost 10. Shit, dude. Yeah, I gotta run. I gotta get some sleep tonight. But yeah, man. Thank you. And whoever other 3 people you are. Well, cool spawn. You already left. Anybody else watching? Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you for your patronage. Or no, well, I don't have a Patreon. You know, that's not what I meant. Whatever the hell. Yay. Thank you for visiting the channel. Thank you for your support. And I really appreciate it. Seriously. After the last that crazy ass stunt I did on Sunday, things have been going great. And I don't mean with the channel, I mean in life. Like the adrenaline I jammed out on that one. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you, man. I hope honestly, dude, if you notice what I noticed, text me. I mean, because I this is real, dude. This is crazy, and I'm digging it. I don't know what it is. I mean, I have a theory, but I haven't researched it yet, so I don't know. Does adrenaline give you testosterone? Is that a possibility? I don't know. But yeah, I definitely got to change the springs in this fucking thing. Oh man, at least it's an easy fix. And I'm sure Nick probably has something somewhere. Either that, or I'll just order another set of what do you call it? Some Centuries. There you go, Century Springs. But yeah, I gotta roll. Abe, what we got? Boom, boom, boom. Got you, bro. Thank you. You're awesome, dude. I'm thank you for coming to visit all the time, dude. I appreciate it, really. I do. Hey, you want a wheelie bar? It's not like I'm trying to get rid of it. I'm just trying to be nice and give somebody something. Oh, Clapwood. Hey, you want this? I don't know anything about it. I got it from Chad. Chad sold me everything he had for $100, including this ESC and motor. If you want it, it's yours. Thank you, dude. Yeah, you've known me for a long time. You know how miserable I've been at certain points. It's been a rough ride, but you know what? I'm on the other side. Yeah, dude. I am. Dude, I don't know. Ever since that jump, dude, I had such a massive shot of adrenaline, and I haven't had adrenaline long time. And I used to be like a skater and do all kinds of crazy stuff, and get adrenaline hits all the time. I haven't had adrenaline in at least 20 years. And my God, dude, ever since then, dude, I've just been happy and talkative and engaging, and nothing's bothering me. And I don't take naps when I get home. I'm sleeping 4 hours a night tops. I usually walk around when I'm talking to somebody on the phone instead of sitting down. And I have a broken foot, for Christ's sake. I don't know, dude. It's weird. It's like I'm jacked out on blow, but I'm not. In fact, I haven't done that shit in like 3 weeks. Yeah, I used to be addicted to it. I used to do it daily. In fact, a couple of you, for 90% of the time you've known me, I was high on blow. Yeah, I know. But hey, we all fuck up, and I'm done with it. I mean, yeah, we'll party something every once in a while. It's a good party enhancer, but it's not something I want to do on the regular. And it's not something I want to be involved with. Because it's got a stigma, and it's expensive. It's fucking expensive. you know. Oh, Brody, you're such a good puppy. Anyway, thank you, all of you, for being my friend and being a wonderful guidepost on the path back to a good life. Love you guys. See you later. That was awesome.